Today I've been making these delicious beet patties, also called beet burgers. They're vegan, they're gluten-free. Every morsel is made with whole food, fresh beetroot seeds, and really easy to make. They're excellent to batch make so that you can make them ahead, you can freeze them. Everybody loves them. You can serve them with salad, as I've done here. You can serve them with quinoa, rice, potatoes, veggies, chips. The limit is your imagination. You can serve them in a bun. Let me know what you do with yours, and if you change the ingredients in any way. I always love to hear that. So I want to show you how easy they are to make. If you like this, please do give it a thumbs up and let me know how you get on in the comments. I love to hear how you're doing. All right, let's go see how easy they are to make. So I've got 350 grams of mixed seeds here. It's mostly sunflower and pumpkin seeds. There are a few golden flax seeds in there as well. You can either grind them down in a NutriBullet, which will probably take a few seconds. I'm going to put them in my food processor here. Grind them down however you like. So you just want them to be roughly ground, so you can get them nice and rustic like that, or you can do them a bit finer. That's absolutely fine, whatever you want. And then next you want to get about 350 grams of beetroot, or big beetroot like that. It doesn't matter if you have a little bit less or a little bit more, it'll still work nicely. Notice I have not peeled the skin, I've simply washed the skin and patted it dry. Even these gnarly bits, just cut the top and bottom off. And then you want to grate it. I often use just a regular grater, a good quality grater, but if you have got a grating attachment on your food processor, then absolutely use that. Just chop it up to make sure it fits in. There you go, magic. So pop that into, pop that into your bowl along with your seed. And then I have finely grated about a tablespoon worth of fresh ginger. I left the skin on as well because there's loads of goodness in there, and I finely grate it so that it evenly dissipates throughout the mixture. And pop that in, and here's where it gets really exciting because you can tweak this to your heart's content. That's a heaped tablespoon of coriander powder. This is a teaspoon of cumin seed and a teaspoon of sea salt, and also about half a teaspoon of smoked paprika, a really generous sprinkle of black pepper. And at this stage I'll mix it in, and I would normally use my hand blender just to go in with that, but since I've already used my food processor, I'm going to pop it in there. So bear in mind you could use a hand blender to do this, and if you don't have a hand blender or a food processor, if you just squish this together with your hands, eventually it'll all come together, and then you want to blend it together. And if you're using a food processor, that's going to happen in a few seconds. So you can leave it like that. So can you see how you've got some little seeds still in there, some sort of rustic pieces? So you're looking for the sort of texture that you can squish together. So the trick here is when you squish it together, you want it to hold together. See how firmly that holds together, like a patty or burger. Once it does that, then you're ready to go. And then what you want to do is grab some of your mixture. Just decide how big you want your patties to be. They can be small, they can be big. Dip it in some sesame seed and go back here, and then just make a nice patty shape like that, and then stack them up on your plate. There we go. I've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I've got about 12. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to put them under the grill. It's called broiler if you're in the USA. You can barbecue them, you can put them on an oven tray, cook them in the oven, or you can even fry them. I don't really do that, or put them in the air fryer, and then you put them with a sauce. I like to use a tahini sauce or a tomato sauce. I'll put a description of how I do that on my website. Go check these out on my website for the actual written recipe. Let's cook them and then go have a taste. Okay, so let's do a little taste test. And remember, they serve hot and they serve cold. Absolutely delicious. Hello, baby. Please do remember to give this a thumbs up and let me know how you get on or what you think in the comment. I love reading your comments, and I look forward to sharing more delicious, wholesome recipes soon. Bye for now.